When I first started at Niagara Research, I spent most of my time developing my skills as an artist. They put me on real-world projects with actual clients. Most of my interaction in the early days was between either project managers or with the head of the 3D visualization department, Dr. Mike Duncan. As time went on, I was gradually introduced to the client side of the operation, but just as a spectator at first. But as both my knowledge base and my confidence grew, I was given the opportunity to lead those meetings myself. From there, the task of quoting for and even invoicing certain projects was also given to me. Niagara Research has given me the core foundation to operate my own business. I was hired on to Niagara Research during my second semester of college. I stayed with them for the duration of my schooling and for an additional year after I graduated. Most of my fellow classmates found graduation a little bit intimidating. I mean, there's so many uncertainties. Am I skilled enough to work in this industry? Do I have enough content in my portfolio to even impress an employer? And will somebody hire me? Thanks to Niagara Research, I didn't have any of those concerns. When it came time to launch my own company, I already had 3 years of industry experience. Not to mention a sound understanding of day-to-day business operations, as well as an extensive portfolio consisting of work from over 10 reputable clients. There's no doubt in my mind that my time spent here at Niagara Research has put me leaps and bounds ahead of my fellow classmates. In fact, if it wasn't for the opportunity that Niagara Research gave me, I doubt my business would even exist at all. The value of what Niagara Research brings to the table as far as experience goes is undeniable. In an industry that values that experience just as much as education itself, having that little extra edge that Niagara Research gives to its students can mean the difference between success and failure. Even to this day, I have a great working relationship with Niagara Research, and I hope to keep that relationship going on for many years to come.
Niagara Research prepared me to launch my own software development company, PillowSoft, in numerous ways. By working closely with companies in the Niagara region, I worked on many projects with partners that would later go on to become my first clients. Word of mouth is very important to my contract style work I do, and Niagara Research helped me make those important first connections. Another way Niagara Research helped me to launch PillowSoft is by giving me access to the latest tools and technologies. This access allows me to keep my skills and knowledge up to date in an ever-changing industry. I'm able to apply the skills that I learn at Niagara Research to other projects that I do through my company.
I started working at Niagara Research shortly after I finished my Programmer Analyst Diploma at Niagara College. I was lucky enough to be able to do my co-op in my final project there. Project work was always a big part of working at Niagara Research. We were able to work directly with industry partners on real-world projects. It was through the exposure to these projects that I started to get a better understanding on my industry and how I could fit into it. I never really thought that I would start my own business. I just always thought, no, that's not really for me. After working on a number of these projects, I started to get more comfortable and started to see more and more how I could fit in. Starting my own business started to make more and more sense. Throughout my time at Niagara Research, I was fortunate enough to make some friends along the way too who thought the same way. The tools and support that Niagara Research was able to provide to us was invaluable. Through helpful seminars and knowledgeable staff, their support allowed us to fund our software company with the knowledge we needed to succeed.
I'm Sarah Lapp, Senior Research Associate of Precision Agriculture and Environmental Technologies. What this means is I do research to help farmers increase the return on investment on their fields, as well as reduce the environmental stress of the land surrounding their fields. Although there's been a lifeline project going through all the work I've completed, I've been able to branch out to many different types of work and different types of projects. Niagara Research's encouragement to explore my own research and build my own projects has really helped me take on new responsibilities and to really refine my skills. Without the support and encouragement of Mike Duncan, Mark Nantel, and Crystal Grimaldi, I wouldn't have the ability to build my skills as well as gain the confidence to reach out and build my own company, Manic North.
When I first was hired at Niagara Research, I was asked to develop an application. I was able to start some minor consultations with the company and further the development of the project. Over the last 2 years, Medland Research and Innovations has become a full-fledged partner with them and is now helping them to develop an embedded system for a new product launch. Medland Research and Innovations is now pioneering a new augmented and alternative communication device called IntelliPhrase, which will enable its users, who are non-verbal individuals, to communicate using iPads and Androids in a way that is never before thought of. All of this would not have been possible without Niagara College.
My name is Chris Bowman. I'm the creative director at a local web design company in Welland, Ontario called VX Fusion that does branding, website design, logos, and mobile app design. When I started at Niagara Research, I was actually taking the new media web design program at Niagara College. These were real-world projects that we had complete creative control. From fit to finish, we really did the whole piece. We would start in the planning phase and really go through what the client needed and talk with them that way. And that experience was absolutely incredible. And Niagara Research to us was so much more than just a learning experience. It was also an incubator for us. When we started our company, one of the biggest overheads is wages. And if you don't have paying clients lined up, it can be very, very daunting and very scary. So for Niagara Research, they really let us go from a full-time employee, scale down, and really become a stepping stone and really a mentor to starting our business. We're 5 years in, and our experience and what we've worked on at Niagara Research was a huge help. As a young web design company, sometimes it's very difficult to really show a client that you can do the work and that you have real experience. Well, it's more than just saying we have real experience. We're able actually to show them portfolio pieces we did at Niagara Research as pieces of our own because we really did work on those projects in such a huge caliber that we were able to convert potential clients into real customers. So after the real world projects bit and after really working with clients and learning how the client relationship works and the programmer relationship works and project manager and really fitting it all back together, we decided actually to go into business. First of all, we'd never be where we are today because I wouldn't have met the partners that I did that we started the business with, because all three of us actually worked at Niagara Research back then. Niagara Research was fundamental in starting VX Fusion and bringing it to where we are today.